Welcome back, guys, to Horizon Forbidden West. Let's get it going. This way, there's a whole bunch of. I even read those. Okay, here we go. Let's see with the map here. Whoops. Okay. Brink is 2. New quest. New quest. Campfire unknown. Well, let's do the workbench first.
Workbench
Also,
is
see what
free.
Shop looks closed.
Yep,
Can I still use the workbench?
I ain't gonna stop you.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. Okay, so skill details. Okay. Yeah, that's probably what I want to do. Okay, upgrade. Okay, I can upgrade it again, but I can't upgrade that one. Okay, that's cool. Interesting. Okay, so increase resistance unlike the Weaver slot. Okay, interesting. Interesting. 2 available upgrades. Frost Blast or Hunter Bow. Yeah, upgrade it the whole way. But they're all. But okay, we'll upgrade you the whole way too. Oh, I know which one you are. Cool. Yeah, I use my Hunter Bow more. Ah, here we go. That's what I need to look at. Yep, that's what I need to look at. Okay, so I need some boar hides. Boar bone. Raccoon. So, boars. Boar hides. It's probably what I'll be going out doing. Does need medicine, that's fine. Trap crafting. But pouch upgrades is what I need to really do. So, boars. I need to go for bombs, it doesn't matter, but yes. That sword just comes with it, and so will that one, so... Okay. Doing some special force that I just threw up on purpose. Main side jobs. That's the one that I'm really wanting to do. Notebook apparently has something that I need to see, but I don't know what. Is it in tutorials? It's probably in tutorials, yep. Yep, I sort of figured that out. Whoa. Purple? Okay. So apparently purple's what I need to get to. Because green is the normal. Did I get that right? Reading gear. No, hold on. I know it was on here. I just saw it. Leveling up, there we go. Max health, skill points. So 1 to 15. Okay, so I really want to get purple or blue. Yeah, because if you look at, so if you look at that, that's apparently good. But these are just in the green. And then all of those are in the green. Cool. Oh good, it tells me where I can go for the boar hide. I sort of really like that. But I know I need to get this campfire going
How
first.
goes it, Hammerhead?
I don't want to make conversation, just so you know.
One hammer isn't gonna kill you.
Right to acid chains, like cool.
Ignoring me again?
Salutations, fair maiden. Who might you be?
This should be useful.
Wait. On it? So... a hat. Choose them. No clothes available.
Now I just need to find Erend and help him clear the bristlebacks.
Ever stand exactly kind of place to Don't let
Almost ready to go.
She'll hammer your head out of your mouth.
I feel like I just need a quick save just to start my fire here. Okay, so there's that.
I
More
want to
missions
go.
that way. Let's go ahead and get these other quests really fast.
Slow down, I'll catch you up. That, I'll
We're gonna
catch
get
you
these
up.
other quests really fast. What is this?
Hi. Hello. Ahoy. Red hair is a sign of genius, you know.
this thing. I don't think I really know what it does, so I'm just gonna
Sharp.
put it back in the tool thingy. Or keep it in my inventory. Maybe if
Running
I go
like
to
that,
the adventure,
you're
I can do
gonna
something
trip.
with it. Wait. So it's not there, it's here. Inventory. Coil? Nope. Coil? Nope. Coil? Oh, no, you don't have it. Okay, I don't know what you are then. Can I send you some?
Stuff with
Still learning a bit, guys. Still learning a bit. I'm gonna just start a few of them. I'm gonna go ahead and start these quests.
Corbin and the others are doing better than I am.
What happened to you?
That damn mine is what happened to me. It won't be the last injury if Olvin keeps shoving those tongs into those tunnels.
What mine?
Northeast of Chain Scrape, where the river ends. I told Corvin we should stop when the first cave-in happened, but Olvin probably threatened to cut off our pay. Or worse.
How about you slow down and take me through it? You mentioned you were injured in a cave-in.
Yeah, a couple days ago. That's how I hurt this blasted leg. Corvin and the others were opening a new vein while I was checking on an older one. As soon as their blast hit, the tunnel I was in collapsed. Might have dodged it if I wasn't running on barely a spark of sleep. We were pushing too hard and too fast.
And you're afraid Corvind and the others might not be as lucky if it happens again.
Mm-hmm. Hit the nail right on the head.
How come Olvin's in charge? Don't these mines belong to the Karja?
Try telling Olvin that. He brought in all the backing to get them open. Might as well own them. Fire and spit. You ask him. He owns us as well.
Wow.
Who's Corvind?
He's their foreman. And a damn good one. The kind that knows how to deal with management when it gets unreasonable. But Olvin, his demands go beyond unreasonable. Corvin's been doing his best to appease him. He even blamed himself for my injury when it was Olvin who ordered the extra shifts.
Sounds like a good guy.
That's why we all put up with the long hours and lousy conditions. But if the whole mine becomes unstable, I'd rather suffer Olvin's wrath than die buried in rubble.
I could check in on your crew if I'm in the area.
I would appreciate that. Thank you.
So I'm more of a very side questy person, so just know that I will probably be doing a lot of the side quests instead of just doing the main story. Yep, but I'm doing the job really right now. But I am gonna go grab that one really fast. So, get me a little chest back here. There you go. So sorry.
Shop's closed, Red. You're welcome to use the work. Best I can do.
Brother! Good looking!
Can I?
Salutations to you and your lovely sister.
I'm gonna say that was probably the only place that I can sus. I think.
can get it from my stash later.
That'll need filling, crew.
Potions, dude. I'll talk to potions, dude.
Oh!
I don't know how to talk to potions, dude. Okay. I'm still learning. So what, is this one of those things that I gotta figure out how to get in there, or? God, where is this side? I just want to run this way. I want to run this way.
Come to revel in some strike, sister? Let me set the board.
I was just passing by.
First timer, huh? Don't worry about it. I'll go easy on you. You got any pieces?
No.
Well, aren't you in luck then? I got an extra set, a Tanakh original straight out of the Forbidden West. Sit. I'll run you through it in a hot spark. I'll give you something special if you win it on my boards, too.
Okay. I could probably figure it out. It can't be that hard. Yeah,
All
why
right,
not?
let's start off simple. The Tanakhs like to say that Machine Strike is a game of pure strategy. We each get a set of pieces. Each piece represents a kind of machine, and each machine is worth a different number of victory points. And to win the game, you'll need to gain 7 victory points by destroying the opponent's machines. It can be tricky remembering the details of every machine, so we use these notes to keep track of them. You see that number on the top right corner?
Yeah.
That there is how many victory points you'll get for destroying that machine. Notes also tell you how far a piece can move, how powerful their attacks are, the distance they can strike from, and of course, their health. Okay, that's enough for now. Let's just play. I'll explain the rest as we go. I own the board, so I get to choose who goes first. Since this is your first time, I'll let you go. Usually you get to choose which pieces to set on the board, but this will do for now. Pick up that machine piece to your right, and move it forward. And remember, each machine can only move a certain distance. Take a look at your notes if you need a reminder. Easy enough, huh? Now, you get to move 2 machines each round, so go ahead and pick a second machine. Try the machine on your left. Grab that piece on your left now.
Where? Oh, I am.
Perfect. There's not much else to do for now, so just end your turn. We're forging onwards. Let me move my pieces here. And we're back to you. This time, why don't you try attacking one of my pieces? Try with that machine on your right first. Now move the piece close enough to it. When performing an attack, you'll be testing your machine's combat power against the opponent's. A machine's combat power is a combination of the terrain your machine is standing on and its own attack power. This board only has grassland terrain, which has no effect on a machine's combat power. And your current machine has 2 points of attack power. So in total, your machine's combat power equals 2 points. Since my machine isn't the one attacking, it has 0 points of attack power. And just like your machine, it's not affected by grassland terrain. So right now, the difference in combat power between the two machines is 2 points. This means your machine can do 2 points of damage to my machine. Did you get all that?
Man, that makes sense. Oh.
Knew you were a smart one. Finish up by attacking my machine. Not pulling any punches, huh? Now grab that second machine. See how your machine can't move close enough to attack mine? You can make your machine sprint. That lets it move 1 space further. Try it out. Downside to sprinting is that your machine can no longer attack. Now, some players like to take a risk and overcharge their machine in cases like this. Overcharging lets you attack after a sprint, but it will damage your machine's health by 2 points. So use at your own discretion. Let's try doing that now so you can see what I mean. That's about it for your turn then.
Okay.
Now, I'll let you in on a neat trick. That machine of yours, the one closest to me, grab a hold of it. Same as in the wilds, machines have both armored points and weak points. You can see them marked on the pieces. Blue shows where their armor is thickest. Hit them there and you'll do some damage, but not a lot. Now, red shows the machine's weak points. Hit those and you'll deal a mighty blow. Here, let me show you. Rotate that piece so your machine faces mine. Now let that machine have it. Off the board she goes, and there's your first victory points. You don't have 7 of them yet, so let's keep going. Your machine attacked mine, but hasn't moved yet. Go ahead and move downwards towards my remaining piece. You've already attacked a machine and moved your piece. But if you overcharge your machine, you can attack a second time. And by the look of your machine's health, you'd be sacrificing your piece to defeat mine. But sometimes that can be a good thing. Overcharge your machine to attack mine a second time, and I'll show you what I mean. Ain't that a thrill? Now, because your machine was knocked out at the same time as mine, we both get the victory points our machines are worth. Good news is, since you're the one attacking, you're gonna receive your victory points before I do. Which means you can reach the coveted 7 victory points first. That's why sometimes losing a piece can be the best way to end a game in your favor. Now, you'll notice you didn't get quite up to 7 victory points this time, but you did destroy all my pieces. That means you're the winner! That wasn't so hard, was it? Just remember to always check for the best terrain to attack from. You'd be surprised the advantage you can gain over an opponent like that. I know it saved my behind in a game or 2.
I'll try and remember that.
Oh, before I forget, these are all my spare pieces. I want the Savior of Meridian to have them. It's a small set to be sure, but it should be enough to get you in on any strike games you find out there. You might even fancy looking out for them strike carvers. They've got all kinds of unique pieces that can turn the game in your favor, though they'll need the right materials to craft you. Or you might find them in the wilds if you're lucky. I know I've lost my fair share of pieces after night of machine hunting or brew hopping. No need to thank me. Always a pleasure to help out new strike players. Now, if you feel like playing a real game, I've got plenty of other boards. I could even teach you a few more tricks if you're up for it.
Thanks. I'll think about it.
Yeah, we're good for now.
Don't be a stranger.
Is that where it is? So I can do it shortly later. Go ahead and get this So guys, I'm gonna get all the quests and then I'm gonna
Hey, Milda. Milda.
build my equipment without
Took some of your
worrying
stew
about
last
y'all
time I went into the
sitting
wilds.
watching around.
Kept me going
Unless
for
y'all
a
really
week.
enjoy that. Bet you
Felt
could.
like I
so.
could have put a strider in a sleeper hole.
Enjoy it while it lasts.
Sounds like you're serving up some impressive provisions here.
Not again. You can have the discount too, but you'll have to come back later.
I think you have me confused with someone else.
Olvin didn't send you?
No.
Oh, my apologies. It's just that his minions won't stop pestering me. Now I've even worn out my special grill. Since I'm in the midst of a crisis, perhaps you could skip to what it is you wanted?
Some of your food?
Of course.
Are Ulvin's people causing you problems?
Oh, yeah. They constantly demand my best, but the equipment I need to make my signature dishes isn't built for batch cooking. And don't get me started on the Ulvin discount they feel so entitled to.
And if you refuse?
I make meals. No trouble.
How did you end up in Chainscrape?
Heard about a new and upcoming town at the edge of the frontier. Where there's a town, there's a tavern. I was in need of work. So I got myself out here and started cooking. Some of these people had never tasted proper boars and berries stew before. Anyway, next thing I knew, people kept coming back. Guess they liked my food. Or the ale.
Your last customer mentioned your cooking really kept him going out in the wild. Where I'm headed, I could use some of that.
I would be happy to oblige, especially since you have the decency to ask pleasantly. But my special groove griddle is no more. Without it, I can't cook any of my signature dishes. I hate to think what'll happen when I'm forced to refuse Ulvin or his goons. Even if I already had the right ingredients, there's nothing I can do. Unless you can source me a temporary replacement?
What do you need?
For the ingredients, a few pieces of decent wild meat, and I'd say a big handful of bitter leaf stems. That'll do. As for the griddle, a corrugated metal panel might suffice until I can have a new one forged. You'd likely find one in a scrounger pile if you follow the river to the northeast. Don't worry, I'll clean it first. You'll have no issue finding boars and bitter leaf on your way.
You look pretty.
Assuming you're as much a hunter-gatherer as your clothing suggests.
Thanks, Mildif. I'll keep an eye out.
So that's what gratitude sounds like.
And don't let anyone push you around, okay?
You ready, aren't you?
If you say so.
Oh, now you're putting on your jewelry.
Savior of Meridian. Come on over here.
You wanted to speak to me?
Well, you know better than anyone it's a dangerous world out there, and not just against machines. Name's O'Dirk. This here's my training pit. Best place to practice close combat this side of the Forbidden West. Say, I wonder who'd win in a fight. You, the Savior of Meridian, Champion of the East, or the Enduring, Master of the West.
Who?
The Enduring, a legendary Tenakth fighter, the Master of Masters. I've heard the Tenakth have training pits just like this one. It's how the warriors get so fierce, see? And only the very best from the pits get to train with the Enduring.
So, to find the Enduring, I should look for these training pits if I'm ever out that way?
You'll have to go far if you do. The Tenakth are split into 3 clans. 3 clans, 3 capitals, 3 training pits. My guess is you'd have to beat all of them if you want to train with the Enduring. If the Tenakth don't kill you on sight, that is. But that's a far spark in the wind. As for right now, I also offer challenges to test your fighting skill.
Who would I be fighting exactly? You?
Well, I know you're the Savior and all, but you have to beat all the others first to challenge me. Rules are rules. We only use dual blades and practice arrows, mind. These drunken fools would run themselves through otherwise. You'll have to leave everything but your spear and practice arrows at the gate. But I'll look after your gear, not to worry. So, what do you say? Up for some training?
I might be.
That's what I like to hear.
Oh, hi!
Attacks are fast, but easily blocked. So learn to combine them with other attacks.
I thought you'd left by now. Think
Yeah!
The attacks break weapon blocks and do more damage. But they're slow, so your opponents might counterattack.
We are on the same side here, Owen. The bristleback threaten us all.
Oh,
Sounds to my stash.
We all know it was the Carja who let the bristle.
What do you want, Olvund? Some kind of payment?
My dear magistrate, you think I can be bought? If you want that whistle blown, all you have to do is have your soldiers remove the bristlebacks and sign the concession decree. Face it, what other choice do you have?
You wanted to fit all those on.
Savior, what
We still have a little while.
Might we discuss a matter of importance to the Sundom?
We might.
Wearings when you want to.
Very well. I shall be
Just
waiting.
not while you're at work, I guess.
So, the savior herself, Walloper of Derval, gutter of Hughes.
Maybe.
I've heard many tales of your beauty and heroics, my fierce lady warrior. Olfant Freeholder, at your service. So, what could have dragged you away from the fine silks and wine of Meridian to this smudge of a settlement? Your saviorly attention must be needed elsewhere.
I'm here for the embassy and...
The embassy? Why, by the forge. Ah. Greater gears for greater matters. Guess that means you'll be moving on.
Once I've dealt with any problems around here that need my saviorly attention.
Ah, the bristlebacks, of course. Got to get rid of them if you want that embassy to take place. Well, best get to it, hey? and off you go.
Not so fast. You don't seem to have a high opinion of the magistrate?
Well, I refuse to play nice to some fancy-robed parchment pusher when my fellow laborers are being bullied, intimidated, and taken advantage of.
How noble of you.
Noble, ha! Born with a hammer in hand, I was. Nobody handed me anything or dropped opportunity into my lap. Everything I've achieved, I've done on my own.
And where is this hammer now?
The burden of leadership forced me to set it aside. The Carja risk nothing, while demanding that good Oseram gamble with their lives out there. Someone had to step up and say no more.
You ordered the work stoppage?
Indeed I did. We're laborers, not soldiers. Until the Carja clean up their mess and give us the fair deal we deserve, I'm not risking Oseram lives.
Fair deal? You mean your concession decree?
It's not my decree. It's on behalf of all the good Oseram laborers of this land who do all the back-breaking work, while only the Carja reap the rewards. All we're asking for is the ability to share in this prosperity for a land worked by the people, for the people.
Right. And just how much would be your share?
Only an amount appropriate to my contributions to this community, of course.
If Chainscrape is on Carja land, shouldn't a Carja be in charge? Who appointed you?
The sensibilities of good Oseram folk, of course. You think a Carja can head this whole venture? Ah! The magistrate can barely make the trek from Barren Light without losing a few screws.
So you have no real authority then? People only follow you because you say so. Loudly.
Anyone who has followers has authority. I've been with Chainscrape from the beginning. I mean, I'm practically its founder, and its honest folk know I'm indispensable to its success.
You said you founded Chainscrape. Somehow I doubt that.
Practically founded, I said. I alone saw its potential when it was just a smattering of tents in Barren Light's shadow. I invested in the mine, convinced some friends back home to do the same, and here we are. You could say Chainscrape is what it is thanks to me.
Oh, so you're not just standing around and profiting off everyone else?
Not at all. Sure, I make a little return on my investment here and there, but my main priority, as it was from the beginning, is to look after the well-being of these honest, working Oseram.
You don't seem to have a high opinion of the magistrate?
Well, I refuse to play nice to some fancy-robed parchment pusher when my fellow laborers are being bullied, intimidated, and taken.
How noble of you.
Noble. Nobody hand everything I've achieved.
And where is this hammer now?
The Carja risk someone had to.
Where's the whistle?
Right in the middle of town, but with the threat out there, I'm not endangering innocent Oseram lives.
I'm going to clear out the bristlebacks. And when I'm done, this valley is gonna get moving.
If that's what it takes. Until then, I'll keep looking after the safety of these good folk.
Just be ready to blow the whistle. Better... See what that Carja magistrate wanted. I bet he's in the tavern.
Nope. Fine day for poor singing, I say. Oh, you look worse than